and welcome to my algorithm science lab. So you can always learn something in science lab. Okay, so in my science lab there is always something you can get to know, and you can always find something instructive. Okay, so today we have Akash. He's also uh, visited the science lab to learn some skills from the science lab, and we have the special trinity in the science lab. And yes, Mr. Akash, what do you feel about the trinity? Do you feel it as science or anything else beyond that?
I think I feel like it's a like art because it's like another sports like that.
Okay, so you like the speed power balance.
Yeah, I want to learn more.
Sure, you can learn a lot of things. Okay, in chess, always there's something to learn. Okay, so now we'll see some ideas. Okay, so how to get some advantage in this kind of positions. Okay, so you see, black just played knight f6, and black is going to castle. So basically, we need to attack. So we need to add more power in the center. So how do you add more power in the center? Any ideas? Yeah. So your moves.
Um,
So king is not at castle, right? So we need to get the bishop out.
we want to. I think like b3 bishop a3, but the problem of a1 to
Yeah,
h8 diagonal was
b3,
not
bishop
good.
a1, a1 diagonal is there. So
Yeah,
we can go c3. See, you
c3
lock
with
this diagonal first, and then we add some power with d4. Okay, so let's say they castle. We can go d4.
bd.
This is very strong. Okay, so they take. We do
Takes
capture with the pawn because we have chance to push further.
power.
Okay, so let's say they play d6. This bishop is somewhat bad. First, we need to quickly get the pieces out. So what can we play here?
I think knight c3 was good.
The knight c3
Improve the
is normal.
pieces. Yeah.
And also, you see, they have a plan to push e5. So rook d1 is quite logical because rook d1 we are placing the rook straight in front of the queen line. Okay, so which makes e5 very difficult. So that's one idea. So let's play knight c3. Okay, so they play a6. We have more space. So rook d1 is a plan. Now let's say they play knight e7. Now we need to gain some space and we
With
need to
e5,
improve the.
I think e5 was
Yeah,
good.
e5 is very good move. So see, you gain some control over the dark squares, and then we have space. Okay, it is true that they also have knight d5, but we have mainly the e4 square, and then we have a strong control over the dark squares. So the play goes like this: knight d5, and then we have to get this key square.
94 with
Knight e4.
playing dog squares
Okay, so they capture to add more power. But
with
which one we need to recapture?
d5
Yeah, d5.
control.
That keeps the bishop also bad, right? Okay, queen c7. Now you need to balance it because they are attacking this. That's true. They are attacking this, and we won't like to play bishop f4. That's very ugly move, right? Knight takes
I
f4, and
think
then it ruins the pawn chain. So I'm
everything
sure,
was good.
yeah. So there is a lot of
We can play with like bishop
play.
g5.
Yes, tactical defense to the positional problem. Bishop g5, too good, because bishop g5. What are the chances you get after bishop g5?
I have dog square plays with under rook c1
Yeah, rook a
with give
c1.
a pressure of queen c7.
Yeah, so the queen is basically exposed to attack,
Yeah,
right? So when it's exposed to attack, you're going to put it there and create problems. And you see, they won't be able to take this. If they take this, they're going to lose
yeah,
the queen tactically,
rook
isn't it?
c1 with
Yeah, rook a c1
or
is there.
knight e5
Yeah,
also
knight
there.
e5 is
Knight
more
e5 play.
faster,
Yeah,
right? Because rook a c1, they have knight c6, but
but
still it should be working, right? But here we should go knight e5, queen e5.
I think knight e5 was so easy to play.
Yeah, now knight f6.
Simple.
Tactically, it's over, right?
Yeah.
So the attack on the dark squares is more strong, so bg5, and then we have rook ac1. So let's say they play pawn to h6. Okay, so already they have some weakness on the dark squares, but they are moving more pawns on this side. So this side becomes more vulnerable. So how do we continue? Quick mobilization of pieces. You see, all these pieces we have developed, except only one piece, which is very badly placed. What is it?
Yeah, rook. I think rook c1
Yeah, the rook. So the rook has to go to
to
c1.
c1.
Right. So very strong. So they block with knight c6, and we don't want to retrieve the bishop. So we have some advantage in the dark square. So we need to go knight f6, right?
Knight f6 and bishop f6 both also is
Yeah, knight
be
f6 is even more
better.
strong because still we have chance to attack this,
Pressure.
right?
I
So knight
you want to
f6,
give force.
yes, we add more force to the areas where they are weak. We have more control over the dark square, so we need to apply some power. Okay, so that's how it works. So knight f6, and then let's see if they take, we are going to take
Yeah.
back. So
King
the dark
h8 was
square is weakened. So king h8. Okay, now we have a super strong move. Okay, you
that
see, a
was
lot of players they retreat the bishop.
yeah,
Okay, and
but
the computers suggest some moves like h4, etc. But how do we attack this? There is a very strong move which Trinity
I think
gives an
queen
idea.
d2 with force
Yes,
easy.
queen d2, excellent move. So if they take, the point is we take with the queen, and then the power on the h file is too much, right? So now you see this is coming, and the
H
mobility is bad, and obviously they won't be
h5
able to
was
take. If
so
they take,
weak.
yeah, we take, and there's an attack going on the
It's
dark
completely
squares.
better.
Yeah, so this is very strong. Still they have problems in developing this bishop. Okay, knight. So queen d2, too strong. Okay, so this is the way to go. And let's say they play rook d8, which is a blunder. Okay, now we
We
want
can
to take on h6, but the point is this rook has protection, so they will be able to give a discovery attack on f6. Okay, the point is whenever they move the knight, the rook is unlocked. So the main defender is this knight on c6.
c6.
So if you are able to get rid of the defender, then they won't be able to play knight f6.
We want to take on c6 with like speed.
Speed, more power, and
Everything was is
yeah,
Trinity
and
was now
balance.
working.
Trinity. So rook c6, well done. Okay, more power, more speed, and more balance. If you retreat back, we lose the balance. Okay, and if we take on h6, there's no much power. So all these three we need to combine. So rook c6. So let's say they take with the
Pawn.
pawn. Now we can go bishop
Bishop.
h6. Very strong. Okay, so now you see it's over. If they take bishop f6, we can take with the pawn, and there's no defense at all.
Bishop g7, queen h6 is completely
Even if they
winning.
play rook g8, there's a beautiful finish.
Yeah, bishop g7, rook g7, queen
Bishop
h6,
g7, rook g7, but
and
we are not going to take on g7.
queen h6 is simple.
Queen
It's
h6,
a nice,
very good move.
fantastic finish.
Yes. So rook has to go to h7,
h7,
and
queen
then
f8.
queen f8. Very strong. See, it's over. There's
Yeah.
no defense. Okay. So this is a very good one. Okay. So we'll see more ideas related to this. You have to observe more and more. Okay, so there's a lot of things to discuss, and we will discuss one by one in the upcoming lessons. Thanks for watching. If you like, you can subscribe to us, and if you have any queries or doubt, feel free to contact us. Thank you.